Hello and welcome to the first Pug Hoof Gaming Live. I wasn't been planning on doing some live streaming for a little bit. I was just hoping to sort of get my Twitch setup up and running a bit better. However, in the last week I've had a pretty nasty hard drive crash. Luckily I did not lose all of my game captures over the last 5 years, but I did lose the last few weeks worth of videos that I'd edited so far. The original media is still there. It's just all my work that I've done on it to edit it is just all completely gone. So while I've been sort of trying to catch up and sort of get myself back to editing everything and making sure that the videos are as they should be, I thought this week I would do something a little bit different and just do a sort of another pilot live stream, if you will. I did a pilot last month. I thought I'd give it another go on YouTube just to see how it is before I move over to start doing some regular Twitch streams. So as for the game, I thought I would play a little game known as Super Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo. We're playing on an original system here, like I do with most things. So yeah, this is one of those games that I sort of wish I played more of. It's one of those games I sort of come to every once in a while and just give it a little play for a few minutes, sort of beat up a few boxes and then sort of stop. I know I finished this game. There must be some sort of point in my life where I have played through this game from start to finish. Probably during my teenage years when I discovered emulation, but that was a long time ago, and it has been a while since I've actually properly finished the game. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to finish the game right now. That's probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to die quite a lot as I start going through these. It has been a long time since I've played properly. So we're just going to sort of play and just see what happens, and if I happen to lose to Gabby J in the first round, then I'm blaming myself that I can't multitask. Simple as that, really. I'm going to blame you lot for putting me off for me losing to Gabby J. How's about that? But so yeah, I quite like the Punch-Out games. Again, as the sort of games that I like to sort of play for a little bit. I never sort of go from start to finish most of the time. I just pick up and play them for a little bit and then stop. But yeah, I think my first memory of Punch-Out is one of the original arcade games, or rather Super Punch-Out. Not this version, but the actual original arcade Super Punch-Out, because my my local youth centre actually had a machine of this, and I was absolutely crap at it. I did absolutely poorly. I don't think I ever got past the bear hugger, just because he used to I couldn't figure out how to get past his gigantic belly. But I was young at the time and didn't know any better. But yeah, that's I sort of came from that, and then I went down to sort of playing the original NES Punch-Out at a friend's house, which is totally different, because if you don't know the arcade version of Super Punch-Out, it looks a lot like this. I mean, this game, Super Punch-Out on the SNES, is sort of like a rejigged version of the arcade Super Punch-Out. And then sort of going to that down to the NES Punch-Out, it's a hell of a difference. I mean, as impressive as the original NES version of Punch-Out is, it's not quite as good, not as impressive visually as this is. As for which game is the better out of NES Punch-Out and this one, I always sort of go towards this one, to be honest. I just think it interests me more. It looks more interesting. I think the characters are more original and zany. It's all pretty clever. He's going to hit me now. Oh no, I'm good. The problem is with Bear Hugger is once you sort of punch him, he sort of does that sort of thing, which sort of brings his gloves up and then clouts you around the ears, which is probably very, very painful. But let's see if we can counter those and knock him out. Maybe see if we can actually do a proper knockout and not a technical one. Ooh. Let's see if I can get him one more time. And then punch him in the face, and he's down. Let's see if he stays down for the 10 or whether he's going to make me have to take him down in a technical knockout. Hey, no, yeah, knockout. I think I've played these first couple of fighters so many times that I can sort of get through them pretty quickly, but it's sort of the next belt where I start to sort of struggle a lot of the time, because I don't play that one so much. I tend to just beat the first belt and then that's it. So yeah, no, it's good. So yeah, I lost a fair bit of work over last week. My MacBook has been slow for a very long time, at least in terms of doing video stuff. And for ages, I thought it was the latest operating system for Macs, because I heard a few problems about it being slow for people. and then it got to a point last week where my machine was really slowing down, and I thought, well, okay, I've had enough of this, so I'm just going to wipe my Mac and do a fresh install of the operating system, which was the worst mistake. So I did a backup of my entire drive, and that seemed all okay until I did the install and then did a restore, at which point the restore took about 8 hours, and then oh, let's just concentrate for this bit. Ooh, he's gonna punch me. Get away. Anyway, the restore took about 7 hours, and then when it had finished, it had actually not done everything. So it was a bit of a worrying point. So when I was sort of loaded it back up, some of the editing files that I used corrupted completely, and then it wouldn't even let me access some of the bits of the hard drive as well. So at that point, I realised that the slowness I've been experiencing for the past month or two has actually been my hard drive completely fudging up. So I bought a new one pretty quickly. So I've sort of been getting myself back up and running, and so I can start doing some videos for you guys. But yeah, it's taken a long time. It's been very frustrating. Oh, I'm gonna punch you. Oh, it's a little trick for super punch out. If you're in between sort of rounds, or if someone gets knocked down, if you basically mash all the buttons, your health will go back up again, which is quite useful. Oh. Lots of punches in the face. Ooh, come here. It's worth mentioning that the super punch is pretty useful. The thing about doing a live stream is when you're talking and playing at the same time, you sort of enter this Zen-like state when you're playing the game and not really concentrating, but somehow you can concentrate enough to finish it. And I've sort of got to nail that down, to be honest. I don't usually talk while I'm playing games. I usually like to concentrate, which is why it's going to take me a good few live streams before I'm actually going to get used to this. I certainly won't be playing any really twitchy reaction style games, although there's an element to that here. So this is Bull. You can usually beat him. It's just remembering where his weak point is. I mean, I usually tend to hit things in the stomach or face and just take it from there. I do like that sort of every one of the fights in this is like its own little boss fight, and you sort of got to figure out what the weak points are and then exploit them. Gonna go in the stomach. Oh, a lot of these times when you have enemies with these charging moves, you just give them a good solid punch just as they're charging up, and that usually tends to knock them to the floor. Come here. Oh, I hate that bit. Ooh. Just getting greedy there. Trying to get as many super punches in as I could. Ooh, come here. Ah, I hate this bit. Ah. Punch, punch, punch. How many is that? Is that 2 or 3 knockdowns? Oh, one more left. Mash those buttons. Ah! Got me. That's the only problem with those charging moves. If you sort of don't punch at the right time, you just get hit and it hurts. And it usually knocks you straight to the ground, which is never a good sign. Come here. Ah, I missed him again. Gotta get used to this. Hey there, Garen. How's it going? Oh. Punching things. Hate this. It's that little head bob he does. It always gets me every time. Right. See if I can nail this guy with a couple of hits. Ooh. What I've got to do is sort of knock him down one more time and then that's it. Oh. Is that it? One more hit. Come on. Hey, one more hit. Ah. Close call, a technical knockout. Just going to quickly post some links out to this right now. Give me a second. Bear with me 1 second, I'm just sending a message to somebody. There we go, cool. Right, who's next? Who's next on the list of weird stereotypes I'm going to be punching in the face? Oh, I think that's me finishing a belt. Yay, celebration. A shiny, shiny belt. And I didn't even lose a match. 4 wins, 0 losses. We're on to the major circuit, so now this is where I start to forget. Ah, yeah, Bob Charlie. Can anybody guess who Bob Charlie is based on?
Bob Charlie.
The characters in this are just ridiculous. Not quite as offensive as some of the original NES characters, but still amazing that Nintendo sort of let some of these things go by. Come here. Ah, punch, punch, punch. I had a brief look at the live stream with the guy that was playing both the NES Punch-Out and Super NES Punch-Out at the same time using the same controller, and there's me who can sort of barely do it with the one. Imagine dedicating that much time and knowing those games inside out to play them both at the same time on the same pad. That is just absolutely incredible. Ooh, come here. I need to do a bit more dodging, I think. Ooh. Ah! Oh, I hate this bit. He's going to hit me. It's going to hurt. Hey! Left hook into the charge move there. Just got to do it another couple of times. Oh. I think lots of punching is going to be the order of the day here. Not let him get... Ah! This one's a tricky customer because he's so quick and dodges more than sort of most of the other characters. Ah. Oh, come here. Punch, punch, punch. Takes a lot of hits as well. Let's try this. Hey, one hit. A super straight into the face. I think we'll have to get Matt to do a live stream when this can show me how it's done. I'm so out of practice on this game. It's okay, I'm useless at this game too. Oh, come on. Mash those buttons, get that health up. And punch him. Oh, I hate this. Ah, I missed him. Well, got a TKO, that's better than losing. I'll accept that. A TKO is still a win in my opinion. Yeah, this is the SNES version of Super Punch-Out. Oh yes, Maz, I know you're a Sega guy. I will do some Sega live streams at some point, but these first couple of live streams I tend to stick with what I know most of. Ah! I hate this guy. So this is, I think this was one of the first couple of fighters in the arcade version, and he's got a very nasty special move which he's probably going to show me in a minute, where he sort of does a mean looking drop kick. But luckily a few punches to the face tends to fix this. Punch. Yeah, he does this. It's not even fair. Not even fair. And no, this is not Virtual Console. This is actually playing on a real console. I tend to stick to using the real consoles for the most part where I can. Alright, one apiece, one apiece. I hate this bit. This is a nasty move. Too early. This one is a nasty character. I hate him. He was the bane of my life in the arcades. Come on. It's not even fair. The manual even says like there are no illegal moves in this game, which, you know, that sort of sets a precedent for the rest of this game. Look, he's teleporting and healing himself. That is not even fair. Come on. That's better. Oh, come on, they can't do it again. Hey. Go on, I want that health. Pretty sure he's going to hurt me. Come on. I mean, if he hits me again, I'm pretty much down, so let's just hope for the best. Oh. Ah, that was a close one. I hate that fighter. He is a pain in the arse. This one is also nasty. If I remember correctly, he spits at you, so... And I think that temporarily blinds you and makes the screen go fuzzy. But it's not too bad, but he hits quite hard. Yeah, that nasty little uppercut. Oh, I don't like that. So when they do those flurries of jabs, that it's really yeah. Oh, see, yep, he's yep, he's just cheating, bastard. Right. And he headbutts you. Yep, that's the other thing he does. He headbutts you. Not even fair. No, don't spit in my eye. Ah! Again with the headbutts. Not even fair. He takes a lot of damage, this person. One knockdown. Oh, here we go. It's about as much as sort of biding your time for and just finding the perfect moment to get hit. Ah, headbutt again. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's me gone. Ah. Our first loss. Ah, dear. I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. Ah, dear. Right, let's try that again. Got 3 continues, so Can't do any worse, really. So as for what's going on for the rest of this month's videos, so I've almost finished the video that was going to take place this week about the Game Boy camera, but that is now going to happen either next week or the week after at this point. It's almost done, it's just a few little bits. It was quite a lot of editing. It's one of the longest videos I've probably done. So yeah, it's that should hopefully be in the next couple of weeks. It's about 20 minutes long. It's quite an in-depth look at the Super Game Boy, not Super, the Game Boy camera. So that's coming up. Got a couple of vlogs as well coming in, and also some more reviews. So for those that don't know me too well, I've been reviewing every single Super FX game and all the Super Scope games as well. So I'm sort of trying to get those finished as soon as I can so that I can sort of work on other things. So I think the next Super Scope game is coming soon. So that's going to be Yoshi's Safari, which is quite apt considering I recently reviewed Yoshi's Island. So that's going to be an interesting one actually, because that's a game I'm not particularly familiar with on the Super Scope, but from what I have played, it is quite fun. So that's going to be a sort of good review to do. I'm still sort of planning what I'm going to do for the next month or two at the moment. Sort of taking a look at the sort of videos I do, but I do hope to be doing some proper live streams, you know, very regularly, maybe even every couple of weeks to sort of do one. But I may sort of do them on Twitch and sort of maybe post up the archives up on YouTube when they're done. So I look forward to that when I've sort of finally finished my streaming setup. Switch games. So I've sort of been playing Zelda from the very beginning. So I've been playing. I finished Breath of the Wild months ago, but just before Christmas I started playing through again, just sort of get everything and go through all the DLC and just start from the beginning, knowing you know, with all the knowledge that I have after finishing that game once, sort of starting off from the beginning. It's quite interesting to sort of, with what you know and how quickly it is to sort of find your way through that game once you know how that game works. I've got a copy of Mario and Rabbids that I've sort of been waiting to play since my birthday, but I say I just haven't had a chance to sort of play it from start to finish. I was planning on sort of playing it when I was on holiday in September, but then sort of didn't get a chance to. But yeah, I think that's the main game I've been playing on Switch. I've got quite a backlog going on Switch at the moment. There's quite a lot of things I've sort of bought for that. I've still got the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that I really would like to play, because I really would like to play a good RPG. But in terms of what else I'm playing as well, not just Switch, I'm actually playing through Assassin's Creed Origins at the moment, which is really good. I really like Assassin's Creed games, and I especially like the fact that they're not releasing them once every year now. Because that was sort of getting a bit much, a bit ridiculous and a bit tedious. But you know, playing one of those every 2 years is sort of a nice winter time treat for me. It's sort of it's a good little open world game to sort of get my teeth stuck into. But my backlog is incredibly ridiculous right now, and I need more time to play games. I've got a week off work soon, so hopefully I might be able to catch up on a bit. What are you guys playing at the moment? Anything good? Anything old? Anything new? Ooh, punch in the face. Ooh. Ah, down again. No, don't spit in my eye. Hey Gladys. Oh, ah. This one could be my Achilles heel. Smug bastard. I think when I finish Assassin's Creed, I may actually finally get around to playing the rental copy of Nier Automata that I've had for the last year that I just haven't got around to playing. Even my rental games sort of have their own backlog. It's getting a bit ridiculous at the moment. The problem is I finally started trying to go into all of the RPGs that have been in my backlog, so that's been sort of taking me like a month to finish one game on my backlog, and it's getting a bit tough. Come here. Ah! Just want to hit him. Punch you in the face. Ah, come here. Ah! Ah! Oh, come on. One day I'll get past this guy. I've settled for one knockdown at this point. Right. Come here. No, stop spitting in my eye. Ah, I keep doing that. I think I'm getting the swing of this now. So when he does that, that's the thing that's getting me. Ah! Bloody headbutt. This is not fair. Ah! Ah, that's just cheating. That is not fair. Oh. I'm gonna lose all my continues on this guy at this rate. Come on. Nope. Oh, game over. 16. I can't remember the last time I had a game over in this game. I never played it long enough. Let's give this one more go. Let's have a go. Alright, let's try the major circuit again. Back to Bob Charlie. Good old Bob Charlie.
Bob Charlie.
Bob Charlie! Ooh, ooh. Wish I could move like this character does, because I might actually avoid some attacks. Luckily his head seems to be his weak point here. Come on. Ah! Got too cocky.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, Empirix. Ah, I hate this bit. If you're asking whether I finished this game before, I'm certain I finished this game before, but that was probably some point in the late 90s after discovering emulation and save states. It has been a while since I finished this game. There we go. He's gonna punch me. Oh no. I thought he was gonna do this weird circling move thing. Ah, it's a good game, this one. I think that's the best thing about the Virtual Console. It does give people a really good way to sort of discover these games for the first time. The only thing I don't like about Virtual Console is mainly the prices. not every game needs to be the same price, in my opinion. There are definitely some games that are worth more than others. I can understand Mario being expensive, but things like Altered Beast do not need to be the same price. Right, on to the next fighter. It'll be interesting to see what Nintendo do with their online infrastructure in terms of the classic games. I think the idea of maybe having some sort of Netflix style buffet of classic games would be a really good thing for that online service. I think the price for it is it's starting in September, and I think the price is €20 a year. So I think that makes it half the price of Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. But the problem is, I don't see how their paid service is going to be any better than the free quote-unquote trial service that they've got at the moment. Because let's face it, the Switch's online is pretty rubbish. I mean, it just about functions, but it's not. It's not as good as it should be. But chuck some free games in there, and that might sweeten the deal for me. Ah! See you later, Garen. Thanks for popping over. Ah! Ah. I definitely think there's a lot of good reasons to get a Switch. Yeah, it's like any Nintendo game. I mean, you don't buy a Nintendo system by itself if you want lots of games. But having said that, there's been a lot of good sort of indie downloadable titles on the Switch, and I think there's plenty more on the way. There are a lot of good games on the Switch, and there's a lot of reasons to buy one. It's just a matter of your own budget, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Come here. Ah! One more hit and I'm down. This is cheating. Come on. Not having that. Oh, come on. Yeah, I do need to play more on my PS4, especially the PlayStation VR, because what I have been playing, I've been absolutely enjoying the hell out of it. I've been playing a lot of Super Hot VR, which is probably one of the best VR games I've ever played, just because it makes you feel like a total badass action hero. It's like John Wick the game. It's amazing. I wonder if that's taking him down. Hey, technical knockout. I really should play Splatoon 2 more. I've had it since it came out, and I played a lot of the single player mode and not that much of the multiplayer. I like it, but the problem is I'm really funny with multiplayer modes. Like, I tend to just sort of not want to play them for very long. Like, I get bored of them very, very easily. And that's not to say that those games are bad. I'm just not a multiplayer guy. And there are a couple of exceptions to the rule. I think I remember playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption's multiplayer, but just gonna have to concentrate on this one. Yeah. Come on.
1, 2, 3.
if you like Splatoon, one of my early videos is a very weird parody of the Predator. I'm going to leave it there because that's it's one of my favourite videos. It's the stupidest little one-note joke, and it's like a couple of minutes long, but it's very, very silly. It's like one of the first probably 5 or 6 videos on this channel. It's dumb. It really is dumb, but I'm quite proud of it. It's worth finding out. Maybe I'll try and find a link to chuck on here. Come here.
One, two, fight!
Punch in the face. Punch in the face. Punch in the face. Ah, it's bloody headbutt. Bloody headbutt every time. Yeah, do your victory pose. Cheater, I don't know what you're talking about, amigo. I mean, it says it all. Says it all.
Fight!
Let's see if I can finally put this guy to bed. Ah! Ah! Oh, I hate this guy. I really hate this guy. If there was a button to kick him in the balls, I think there probably would. I mean, I think I mentioned earlier that in the manual it says there are no illegal moves in this boxing league, which, yeah, if there was a ball kicking button, that would be the first thing I'd be going for repeatedly, because it's only what he deserves. Ah, come on! Ah, dear. It's not looking good. Punch! Oh, come on! Oh, come on, I was so close. Oh, so close. So while this guy is posing and really annoying me, any games you think that might be worth streaming in future, please let me know. Any console. I think I've pretty much got most of them here, apart from the Jaguar and the 3DO and the CDI. But other than that, I've pretty much got every console here, so we can do some streaming of anything you want. So any suggestions are always appreciated, especially if they're strange. When I was figuring out what game to stream tonight, I couldn't decide between this and the WarioWare games. Sort of really feel like playing those games at some point. Ah, cheater. This guy. Come on. Nearly there. One more hit, and I think we can get him. Finally. Oh dear. Welcome to the chat, James. It's a good thing you came just at the right time, just to see me actually win a bout against the masked muscle. But now we're against the champion, Mr. Sandman. I definitely don't want a goodnight kiss from this guy, because he looks creepy. And a little bit chubby. But he will probably beat the crap out of me. Ah! Yeah! This guy's gonna hurt. Come on. Got so far, I don't want to have to die now. Oh, come on. This is another one of those tough fighters. Come on. Come on, get down. Don't point things like that out to me. I'm going to be staring at that now for the rest of the bout. Thank you. How am I going to concentrate knowing that? Oh dear. Oh. Oh god. Oh, that's too much. Now it's staring me in the face and... Should we try that again, children? I won't hesitate to use all my power on you. Right. Come on. I'm just gonna keep punching him to see what happens. Seems to be the way forward. Ah, maybe not. Ah, dodged it. Punch. Ah, he's very quick. Here's a Punch-Out related story for you. In the GameCube era, I was so waiting for a new Punch-Out game that I ended up buying the Rocky game on the GameCube. and it's one of the worst purchasing decisions I've ever made in my life. I definitely remember finishing that game in one evening and taking it back to Game Station the next day for my full money back, which you could do back then. You could go to Game Station, if you didn't like a game within 7 days for any reason, they would give you your money back, and that's exactly what I did. That is the only game I've done that with because it was just so awful. And it wasn't Punch Out. I needed a Punch Out so badly. Come on. Ah! Oh, this guy's too quick. Oh, come on. Yeah, Game Station was the best. It had really good staff. It had a lot of retro stuff as well. They were selling like old stuff, you know, until they closed down. I'm gonna go back to the start of that cup. Let's try again. Let's have another go. I've got about less than a quarter of an hour to finish this off. Let's see if I can do it. Back to Bob Charlie. I hope you didn't come here expecting some expert games playing, because that is not what you're going to get. Just me punching up Jamaican guys for an hour. The best. I'm a man of many skills, but being good at games while talking is not one of them. Framemeisters work very, very well. So I'm actually playing using a Framemeister at the moment. It's a very, very good upscaler. You probably can't get the full effect of it because obviously this being a stream it might be a little bit compressed, but it's very good. It's also, the SNES is not the best fit for the Framemeister because the SNES's RGB output is a little bit blurry unless you have a particular model of console and you sort of modded it up a bit. If you sort of plugged it into a Mega Drive or a Saturn, those consoles look absolutely fantastic on a Framemeister. But yeah, I love my Framemeister. I've had it for about a year now, and I was using like a sort of SCART to HDMI, quite a cheap upscaler, and that was okay for when I first started. But actually, having a Framemeister and using that for my captures, it sort of changed my quality for the better on everything I do. It's fantastic. You know, it takes a bit of sort of a while to set up, but once you've got it set up and you've got your profiles set up, it's easy. I just plug whatever console I want, pick the right profile, and then it's good to go. It has changed my life. It's changed my gaming life. I can play I can play SNES games on my 4K TV and it not look like crap. One down, 3 to go. Alright, Dragon Chan. You'll find yourself face down when you wake up. Of course I will. I wonder how quickly I can get through to this bit onto Sandman now that I've sort of know how to beat the masked muscle. Punch him in the face. Come on. In the face.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fight!
Not only any of that. Not having him heal himself on my watch. Ah. Okay, then we're getting the hang of this now. Oh, come on. Get down and stay down. On to the next fight. Alright, now on to masked muscle. You should give up now, senor. Yeah, I probably should, but I actually want to try and beat you this time. Come on. Still hate this guy. Ah, mistimed that. Get in the face.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fight!
Ooh, maybe the gut is the way to go forward. A good tip there. Go for the gut. That's actually working. Yeah, that was much easier that time. Or should I do that half an hour ago? Okay, now on to Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman!
Let's see if punching him in the stomach works. No, I didn't do too much to him, that one. Come on. Ah! Don't like this guy. Oh, that's just cheating. Those are magnificent sideburns. He's making those sideburns work. Ah, too early. He's cheating because he's punching too quickly. And he's just too good. Ah, come on. And his gloves are the wrong shade of green. Come on. Ah, stupid mistake. Oh, come on. I'm trying to hit him in the sideburns. That's the problem. He keeps hitting me back. Let's have another go, eh? Come on, Mr. Sideburns.
Mr. Sandman! Fight!
I think a game I wouldn't mind playing for a stream at some point, maybe a Ghost Squad on the Wii. That sort of quite early light gun game for the system, because that is a game that I haven't played in a long time, and I love it. It's ridiculous. Going off topic. Ah.
3, 4. Fight!
In the face. Ah. I'm not doing well.
2, 3, 4, 5. Fight!
Give me a break. Right.
1.
I
Fight!
think there's definitely a knack to it, but I don't know what that knack is, unfortunately.
Knockout!
And this is why I'm failing. It may even be a situation where you've actually got to sort of punch him to stop him from doing that punch, but I don't know. I don't know.
Mr. Sandman! Fight!
What I know is those sideburns are not invincible. Come on. Ah, I dodged one. Yay!
1, 2.
Mashing the buttons, getting my health back up.
Fight!
Cheeky punch. Cheater. Come on, one more, one more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, no, don't want full power. No, 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 not full power, not full power.
1, 2.
Cheater.
Fight!
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
3, 4, 5.
I was doing so well. Oh, cheating bastard. Ah, dear. Oh, dear.
Good night.
I submit. Give up. I retire from my video boxing career. For paltry, God knows how many losses. That's quite terrible. I'm going to let him beat on me while I say goodbye to you all. I'm going to leave it there for tonight, but thank you all very much for popping by for the last hour. and watching me play boxing games very, very badly. So in the future, I'm going to be doing some stuff on Twitch, hopefully quite regularly. Obviously, new videos coming every Thursday from me as normal. Next week we'll be back to normal with a normal video, be it a new vlog or the Game Boy camera video that I was promising earlier. So it's going to happen very soon. But yeah, hopefully more live streams coming soon. I'm open to any suggestions. If you just give me a little chat on Twitter at Hoof Gaming. But I'm gonna go now and let you guys enjoy the rest of your evening / morning / afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. But yeah, no, you're gonna love the Game Boy camera video. It's gonna be very, very comprehensive. It's gonna be quite a long one, and it's got a lot of stuff that you may not have known about. So it's gonna be quite a crazy one in more ways than one. But I'm gonna go now. But thank you very much for popping by, and I shall see you guys around for some more gaming fun. So enjoy the rest of your evenings and take care. Okay, see ya.